So, welcome everyone to our Shine Squad call on May 23rd. It is Maycember. It's a busy month for everybody. So we don't have as many watching live, which is totally okay. And I had to do it a little early because did you guys get a text? Because I sent out a text, but I don't know if it actually sent.
Yes, I got the text.
You did. Okay, cool. Um, anyway, so I am excited for this call. Here, let me tell you the agenda. I do have an agenda for this call. I have an agenda for every call, but I don't always tell you the agenda. So I'm going to share some announcements. I want to hear some wins, and then we're going to we're going to do a little bit of mindset. Well, actually, we're going to talk about the like video I had you guys watch, and then we're gonna do like some mindset coaching because that is something that I do. And and then if we have time, we'll do that's probably all we'll have time for. So I'll leave the other thing for our next call. By the way, there is no next call. In May at least. We Kathy and I and Win and Teresa and I are all gonna be in Cabo, which we're so excited about next week. So no call next week. Enjoy your end of May, your May madness. All right, announcements, you guys. I don't know if you saw, but it's free enrollment right now. They waived the $19 fee starting today. So when we did this last time, our team doubled in size. Like it was bananas. So make sure, I know it's a crazy month. I know there's a lot going on with yourself and with Cleo. And like when I heard the announcement, I was like excited, but also like I'm like, there's so much going on. How am I gonna like squeeze this in to all the other things and like prepping for Cabo? But I was like, no, we gotta take advantage of this because I don't think they do this very often. I don't think they waive the $19 enrollment fee very often. And you get $25 cash back. Like people who enroll get $25 cash back when they sign up with the Bold Box. Plus, you as their enroller get $90 cash, like cash bonus next week. They pay those every week. So, $90 for the Bold Box is bananas. Like I've already made $180 bonus. So, y'all, let's do this. Like seriously, stay up late, wake up early, make some sacrifices because now is the time to really like go all in and just make it work even though it's inconvenient. Um I I heard this quote once and she swears but I'm not going to, but she basically says F your mood, follow the plan. And I kind of love that because so often as humans we're like, oh, but like I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling, and we're going to talk about emotions and thoughts and everything today, but we're like I'm feeling stressed, so therefore I'm not going to show up for my business. But I'm like, girly, F your mood, follow the plan. Like the plan is show up and work your business. The plan is enroll, especially when it's freaking free. The plan is talk about the 50% off sale. That's another thing. 50% off sale goes till the 27th. So we still have 4 days to promote that. Um, and then this goes, I didn't even look to see when that ended. I posted it in Shine Squad. Let me see how long it lasts. Hold on. It said until May 31st. Oh, good. No, wait. The Bold Box with the cash back goes until May 31st. The free join is until the 27th. So, and there's so many reasons to for people to join right now. They can get the Bold Box for 20 and get $25 cash back. They can join for free. There's a sale going on that they can promote. Plus, if they get 5 new customers who spend $50, they'll get $100 cash back themselves. So like, plus, I mean, Same goes to you as a brand partner as well. There's a sale going on. You'll get $100 cash back if you get 5 customers who spend 50. So plus I'm throwing in like for my own people that I'm chatting with, I'm throwing in a coupon code as well if they buy the bull box because I want that $90 cash money. Like who doesn't want $90 cash next Wednesday when they pay us, right? Um, so tap into all that, right, Teresa?
Yeah.
Tap into that. And then also June collection is still available. If you want to get early, get in on the June collection, get some of that now so that you can promote it when it comes June 1st. There's a lot of really fun, colorful sets that I'm so excited about. Plus, you guys, I gotta tell you, I did gel LEDs on my toes. I'm gonna be so weird and show you my toes right now because they are so freaking cute and I'm obsessed. So I did the gel LEDs. I knew it would take me a little more time. Um, I knew I needed to use like these awesome, I bought these like nail
This
files.
one.
Sorry, Teresa,
What
are you
do you
talking?
do on this one?
Oh, let me mute. I bought these nail files on Amazon that are like really gritty, and I think they really help with the LED gel nails. So I did them on my toenails because Kayla Sanders said her toenails lasted her 40 days. And I was like, okay. So I did my toenails last Sunday. They look perfection. It looks like I got them done at a salon. Like I'm so obsessed, and they still are going so strong. Nothing has lifted, nothing has come off. I went to the beach, got my feet all sandy, and they are still going strong. So you guys need to try the LED pedicure gel nails. Like it's a game changer. I'm obsessed.
Agree.
Um,
Agree.
what?
Agree. I agree on the LEDs. I put mine on before a trip to Santa Cruz, Monterey. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Well, we could go Monday. So I'm almost at 2 weeks and they're really great. I love them. And I have weird,
You're at 2 weeks. Oh, that's so fun.
yeah, the press-ons did not. They just kept popping off for me. I don't know. I have weird toes, but the LEDs are great. So I
Yeah, the
was,
LEDs
yeah.
next level. Like it really does look like I got a gel nail pedicure, which I used to get all the time. And I'm like, this again, I'm always like, this is gonna save so many people so much money. So I'm gonna lead with that too. Anyway, anyone have questions about all the announcements, or did I miss anything? Because there's a lot going on. I will say I'm pretty sure we're doing our opportunity calls on Sundays now as Team Rise. So make sure that you guys definitely do a business blessing call post on Sunday and try to get people on the call because that is right now is a great time to get them on the call. Um, the other thing I was gonna say is I just did the most simple post ever, and I want to challenge you guys to do the same. I did it on my personal wall and in my VIP group. It took me 20 seconds, and I just think it's an easy one. I just said, girl, it's free to join Clio right now. If you've been needing what did I say? If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Are you ready? Um, do that in like red or black or something bold. Put it on your wall. You can do highlight. So I hit the highlight button in my comments, which means you can highlight it. Um, you used to be able to tag followers, and it's not letting me do that. I don't know if any of you guys know why it's not doing that. But anyways, then I added my enrollment link in case somebody just wanted to enroll without talking to me. Some people do that. You never know. And so I did that on my personal wall, my VIP group, and in my stories. So that one will take you 30 seconds. Everyone has 30 seconds. Go do that today for sure. Actually, I'm going to turn on some music and I'm going to have you guys go do it right now. I'm gonna sit here and wait while you guys do it. So let me turn on my music while everybody goes. You can even go look at mine, try to change it, make it your own wording a little, but yeah, let's do that. Tell me if you can hear my music. Teresa, the running emoji, I love it. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear my awesome music. Yes, good. Give me a thumbs up or a comment done in the chat when you're finished. And if you, okay, well, the music ended, so that's the perfect ending spot. Now it's gonna play more 80s. All right. I also went and put it on my, you know how like you can add on like Messenger and DM like a little note? I went and did that too. I said, join Clio for free right now. So you guys, you just never know who's been watching you for forever. And Teresa's never done that ever. Oh my gosh, Teresa, I'm excited for you. Those are sometimes the most powerful, effective posts because you're just you like um yeah, because you're just uh sorry, I'm texting Julie. So there is a call on Sunday. I think I might even host it. So make sure you guys for sure tell people to hop on the call on Sunday if you know if they want more info. Good job, Teresa. I'm so proud of you for getting out of your comfort zone. You just never like you literally, you know what Jana said, and I made it a post-it note. The post-it note said, "Whose life am I changing today?" Like this has already blessed your life in small and maybe big ways, right? And so like you just never know who's like, actually, I need to like figure out how to pay my cell phone bill, or I need a community of fun women, aka us, clearly us. Um, or whatever, like, or they're like, I need to save money on my toenails at the salon. Like, you just never know. So we got to get over ourselves and like think about who we could be helping today. And obviously, the reason why it's okay to do bold posts like that is because we're also adding value by our other posts that we do. For example, Teresa, your post you did the other day, I'm going to call you out because it was actually, I loved it so freaking much. Where you were like crying or something and it was like so vulnerable. And this is what you said. I'm going to read it because everyone needs to hear it. You said, just when you think you can do it all without God, he gently reminds you you don't have to. I loved that so much. I needed that reminder. It was so good. You guys have no idea the influence you have on other people, and you have no idea who's like watching your post and being way too lazy to comment or like it. So there's my pep talk on that. All right, I want to open up the discussion for the video that I sent you guys to watch before this call. It was like 38 minutes or something, and it was Julie Cruz actually posted it in Team Rice, so I was like, oh, I want to watch it. Um, and it was all about like mindset and everything. Like I said, I was in my car driving, and so I have a harder time like I obviously can't write notes when I'm listening, and then like forget what I listen to, which is really interesting. What did they say? What were some of my favorite takeaways? And I'm like, okay, clearly I need to take notes when I listen to things or read things. But we'll discuss, and I'm sure I'll remember stuff. And I know, Kathy, you listened to it. So I want to hear your takeaways, and then I'm sure I'll remember some of mine. So unmute yourself,
I'm
Kathy.
here. I'm here. I was trying to figure out how to post to my website like you did, but it's okay. I'll do it later. Um, yeah, this I want to know how you find these amazing things.
Well, this one Julie posted, and I
I
don't know. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff out on the
yeah.
internet too. So,
Um. Okay, so the first thing is he said, "What is it that you want more than anything else?" Like, I mean, that's not the first thing, but he said we are controlled by our thoughts. Like our thoughts basically determine your destiny. So what you think about every day is gonna control your actions. So like capturing our thought life, I think was my biggest takeaway is that we have to be proactive about minding our mind. Because it'll
mhm.
drive our actions, it'll drive our emotions, it'll drive our results. And yeah, it just really hit me because I've been terribly struggling with my 100-day goal challenge and just feeling defeated, so giving up. I'm like, I can't give up, but I'm like so far behind, I just need to start over. So anyway, it's just is so good. So he said write it down on a card, carry it with you, read it first thing in the morning, commit to one thing um for 30 days, and it can literally change your life if you think about that thing, do that thing, believe in the thing, and act as if it's impossible to fail on your goal. Be persistent as if you had faith, because it takes faith to be persistent. Um, and start over after 30 days, start over with another goal or keep going on that one. Um, he quoted the
Regarding
Bible.
let's go back to the 30 days thing.
Yeah,
Because I was a little unclear on like what he was asking us to do. It was like 30 days, you just focus on one thing you want, right?
he said what his question was is what is it that you want more than anything else? What is it that you want more than anything else? Write that down. Stop thinking about what you fear about that thing. In 30 days, you can take control of your mind with a cheerful and positive outlook. Your returns in life must be in direct proportion to what you give. Oh, that was just another side note. Like the more that you give away, like in service,
Mm-hmm.
the more returns that you will get. But yeah, I really liked that quote that in 30 days, you're going to take control of your mind. And a focus of that is you're not going to be negative about it. Like that's like I have been about the 100-day goal. You're going to stay cheerful and positive with your outlook. Like that's another just mindset about, yes, I can. Um, he said, all you need to know is where you are going. The how will come on its own accord. You don't have to know the how. You just need to know, this is what my goal is.
Mm-hmm. I
Then,
love that. I've always said like faith is not knowing the how.
mm-hmm.
I feel like that's my favorite. That's my personal definition of faith, and I think it's my favorite one too because I'm like we don't always know the how, and sometimes the how ends up being so different than what we thought.
And then I think it's from Matthew, but he quoted the Bible verse: "Ask and it will be given; seek and you will find; knock and the door will be opened."
Yes, 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 yes. I loved some of those like Bible references. And yeah, I liked when he said stay cheerful and calm. I liked those two C words because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's easy to like freak out over things.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Don't worry. Worry brings fear. Fear is crippling. Hold your goal before you." Yep, you said it. That's my next note. Remain calm and cheerful. Um, your success is in direct proportion to how well we serve others. Service first, build, work, dream, create, then you will make money. Your success will be measured by the quality and quantity of service you render. No man can get rich himself unless he enriches others. That's the end of my notes.
Good job taking notes, Kathy. That helps a lot. I'm like, okay, I remember that and that and that. Um, okay, so one of the things that he said reminded me of the Go-Giver book. Have any of you guys read The Go-Giver? It's so freaking good. You've probably heard me talk about it. So, and I would say that's one of my top five business books, but I'm gonna share the Go-Giver principles. And then my favorite one that has to do with this video that we watched. So the five principles of the Go-Giver is the law of value. It says your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than take in payment. I think he means financial worth. I don't think I personally believe everybody has like infinite worth. I don't think that your worth as a human changes. But I think he's saying like your financial worth is determined by how much more you give in value than taking payment. It says your income, and then the next one is your income, the law of compensation, which is your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. That was the one that really hit me hard. You see people that are like millionaires or making six figures, and you're like, how? Well, it's because they figured out a way how to serve a lot of people all at once. Um, they learned how to scale their business. And so, of course, they're making good money because they've learned how to serve a lot of people. And then the law of influence is your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. The law of authenticity is says the most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. And the law of receptivity is the key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. That's interesting, huh? So that book is so freaking good. And he tells it in story form. So it's very entertaining too. You're not bored. I should go listen to it again. There's so many things. I wish if I had a superpower, I could read by osmosis. Like I would just put books on my head and then just easily read it instantly. So that one's a really good book. And I just loved that, especially that law of compensation, where it's like your incomes are determined by how many people you serve and how will you serve them. So like the more people you have on your team and like the more customers you have and how will you serve them is how it determines your income. Um, any thoughts on that before we move on to another thought?
The only thought is Jesus was the best example because he served everybody around him all the time. It was his whole mission in life. And he's the most influential person on the planet ever.
That is a good point. That's so true. And that was actually referenced in the video too. He like talked about that a little bit. Um, okay, let's see. I was gonna say another thing I wanted to talk about was this whole thing about desire. So it's funny that it was brought up on the video how he's like what you want because I will say I've noticed a pattern in a lot of women, especially women in midlife, which is most of us, is we kind of forget to dream and we like have a hard time knowing what we want. And I was talking to my daughter about this and I was like, the things that I've really, really wanted in my life, I've mostly gotten. And the things that I haven't gotten is probably because I didn't want it bad enough. Like, because if I want it bad enough, I will focus on it. I will go for it. And then there have been things in my life where I'm like, I think I want it, but I like kind of am like kind of commit, like kind of want it. And I think in order to get what you want, you have to like truly want it. I'm gonna read you guys a quote that I saw the other day that like was a gut punch. Are you ready for it? It's gonna call you out hard because it called me out hard. I was like, oh, straight for the jugular. Here we go. It's by Jen Sincero, the author of You Are a Badass, which is another top five fave book. She said, so often we pretend we've made a decision when what we've really done is signed up to try until it gets too uncomfortable. I was like, ouch,
Ouch.
ouch, right? It's like, okay, because that's what we do, right? We're like, I'm gonna try and I'll do it when it's good, when it's easy. I'll do it when there's momentum, when I have customers coming in. But when like maybe people, when things slow down, I'm out, right? This is a pattern I've seen in women in business is when the going gets tough, we peace out, right? Because it's like, oh, it's uncomfy. And then we like make it mean something about us too, which we talked about last week. Like we make it mean something about us, and so we don't like to feel those feelings of like I'm a bad person because I can't get customers, which is not true. But we make it mean something, so then we're like, I don't like these uncomfy feelings, and so then we peace out. So I that quote, like I was like, how committed am I to like what I want, you know? So am I pretending that I've made a decision or have I actually made a decision and really committed to it? Anyway, food for thought there. But I believe that, you know, if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. And so we got to really want what we want and we got to figure out what we want, you know? Even like, what do you want with Color Street? I mean, oh my gosh, Cleo Color, my bad. What do you want with your Cleo Color business? Um, and if you don't know, well, then no wonder you're not getting it. That's like if we said, what do you want? If someone was like, got in the car and they're like, hey, where are we going? And you're like, I don't know. And you're like, okay, well, how are you gonna get there? And you're like, I don't know. I'm just in the car. I'm on the road. But it's like, okay, well, but you have to know what you want. You have to know where you want to go. So I'm gonna ask you, where do you guys want to go? Where should we go with this? What do you want this to look like? And it can look like anything. Literally, don't let Cleo Color choose your goals for you. Don't let me choose your goals for you. It's got to be your goals and what you want it to look like. So, like, do you want to like go, you know, do you want to hit a certain rank? Do you want to get so many customers a month? Do you want to get so many sales a month? Do you want to make so much money a month? Do you want to show up in a certain way per month? Like, what does it look like for you? And some answers you might not want to share, and that's fine. But what are some of your own goals, like for your Clio Color business? What are some of your, and also here's another question, and I'm asking myself these things too. So I'm not just calling you out, I'm calling myself out. Um, what are your non-negotiables? Like, what are you willing to do daily, weekly, monthly? I'll share a couple of my non-negotiables, but I think that I could do better, honestly. But I will say I have a non-negotiable to try to do one nail email a week, one nail live a week where I send it and I also go live, then I share it to my VIP group, then I post it to YouTube. Um, so it's kind of double dipping, triple dipping. Sometimes I'll even post it on Instagram, so that's quadruple dipping. Because did you know you can post a live video? I showed you guys a while ago how to download a video, how to download a live video from Facebook. You can then save it to your phone and then upload it as an Instagram post, not a reel, a post. So anyway, that's quadruple dipping. So I've got those two. I have committed to showing up to you guys weekly. I also want to make have a nail reel once a week. So a live and a reel on my personal wall. They're personal wall, and then I'll share the reel in my VIP group. So those are some of my non-negotiables. I'd love to hear some of yours. Like, Kathy, do you have a goal to do so many vendor events per month or per year? Does anyone have any specific sales goals or any non-neg? I would love to hear yours just because I think it will give us ideas for like maybe some ways that we could improve or add some other non-negotiables.
I don't have a certain number of vendor events. I just have done, I mean, I found my favorites. I guess my goal is to do the biggest ones in the state as often as I can. So in my area, yeah, it ends up being about 40 days of events per summer. So it's almost every weekend except there's 2 weekends that I don't do events.
Dang, girl, that's impressive. I love that. I've been considering doing events. I've never been an event girly just because like I feel like weekends were always so busy with my family, but now that my family is leaving me, now that all my kids are moving out, I'm like, I could do an event. So I'm like trying to be open to like new ideas and new ways of working my business because you never know, like there's other ways that we might have fun doing it. So I love that you do that, Kathy. Teresa said I need to make some goals. Okay, Teresa, let's do it right now. I'm not messing around on this call, am I? What is there like, do you feel brave to like unmute yourself and chat with me for a sec?
Yeah,
Okay. What are some, I'm excited to see you in Cabo next week, by the way.
I know, me too. I'm
Ah,
so excited.
you're what?
Uh, like prepped up on me. I think it's just, the busyness of the season, and now it's like, oh, we're going to Cabo. We're going
I
to
know.
Mexico.
It's a lot right now. It's a lot.
Okay, so I I have been in direct sales for almost 6 years. Well, and now coming to Clio. I mean, that time counts too, but
Yeah.
I have never, ever, ever been had any systems in place. No systems. I've
Okay.
always been messy. I I I've just never had a system. I've never had a plan. I've never been like, okay, I'm doing this month. I have just flied by the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
And some way I've been very successful.
Yeah.
But it's exhausting. Like I can't do this anymore. I can't fly by the seat of my pants anymore. My kids are getting older and they're obviously more needier.
I know. Isn't that ironic?
It is like the baby stage was easy compared to this. Anyways, so I need to create some goals. That way I know where I'm going. Just like you said, we're getting in the car and where are we going? I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
so that hit hard. But I'd like to sell $3,000 a month
Okay.
because I need that commission in
Right.
my home to pay for groceries, to pay for gas, to pay for teenage wants.
Yes. Teenage
Um,
is so expensive.
yeah.
Well, there's a goal right there.
What? The
3,000
3,000?
3,000 in sales.
Okay, so in order for me to get $3,000 in sales, I need to follow up. I need
Okay.
to follow up with people that have shown interest, and I need to follow up with people that bought 6 weeks ago. I need to develop a follow-up plan for that.
Okay.
Would
Let
I
me ask you this. Are you willing to create systems?
I don't know how to do it.
Well, I actually bet I'm a call you out. I bet you already have systems that you don't even know you have.
Messy systems, Kelly.
They're messy, but they exist. I am almost sure you have like systems that you have. But even systems, sometimes I'll create systems and then I'll feel like I've created a cage and then I'm like, get me out of the cage.
I can't have it complicated. I need
Yeah.
it to be,
Yeah.
and it needs to be simple. Okay, message 5 people today, whether it was about their order, about their interest in joining, or about trying the product. Like,
Yeah.
how far? It's not hard. So, and I think what I need to do is be a write down person, because when I get on my phone, I start this scrolling crap,
Yeah.
and it's wasting my time.
It's such a waste of time.
Man, look at all this insight. So,
Well, it's nice. This is why I love like coaching, because it's so nice to verbalize things and be like, oh, you get a little more like awareness on like what's going on for you, you know?
right.
Kelly, before you coach, can I add something?
Yes, please.
As you're talking, Teresa, oh here, I'm halfway made up. I I have had, I mean, I've been doing this since 1998. So a lot of different companies, a lot of different seasons. But as you're talking, I'm thinking, oh, this is what worked for me. And it was always, when I did it, my business flew. And it was always the power hour. So I would have 4 folders. I had this whole system that I think it was Belinda Ellsworth created way back in the day. But it was like your recruiting, your recruit leads, your hostesses, your customers, and any follow-up items that you need to take care of based on reaching out to those people. And 1 hour, and you'd have everything in a 4 folders, blue, red, yellow, green, that you carry with you. And I was raising 5 kids doing all of this. Um, and then you just have it. You'd have it in the carpool lane, you'd have it here, you'd have it there, and you just pull it out and do it as you're waiting. And it worked for me so well. And I used it starting Color Street like routinely every single day. And I just exploded. So anyway, it's just a little food for thought.
I like that. So you said it was,
A recruiting folder, so potential recruits that you've been
okay.
talking to, because recruits, 10 to 12 times you need to touch base with them before they say yes. Your hostesses or potential hostesses or hostesses that you're working with or need to follow up with, wherever they are at I was in the party plan system. So that's one thing.
Mhm.
And then number 3 would be your customers. So either, a customer needed help with a return or just a thank you note or whatever it is you need to do in your customer line, reaching out to your customers that have signed up but never bought. And then just a folder that is, after you make all those phone calls, do all those things, follow up with those people, is the action items that you need to actually take. So it's just writing down your list of, oh, I need to send these 3 thank you cards. I need to send this lady a hostess bag or whatever it is that you need to do action wise. You don't do any of the action during the power hour. You do it after
Mm.
listing them.
So the power hour is just messaging people, correct?
Yeah. Getting on the phone or messaging, whichever time of day you're doing it that you can do. I mean,
Yeah.
the old days, it was just all by phone because we didn't have Facebook or Instagram or anything. It was all phone calls.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that's a great idea, Kathy. I love that because I was just thinking about this. I'm like, I think a lot of us, including myself, we want to just do a post and people buy from us. And that ain't how it works. Like you gotta get in the messenger. You gotta get in the DMs and the texts and you gotta build relationships, even though that's the harder way. So, Teresa, yeah, you said you want to do pen and paper system. I actually love this so much for you because and the rest of us because there's something about when you use your body, you get out of your head and you're like writing with a pen and it's like right in front of you. This is why I use post-it notes for my to-do list because if my to-do list is on my phone, I don't even look at it. I'm like, yay, it's in digital cloud. I don't even need to look at it. But if it's staring at me right here on my laptop, I'm like, oh crap, I have these things I need to do. So I love that you are like, I'm doing pen and paper. I think that's a great idea, and I think I'm gonna do that too because I have a list of prospects I need to follow up with. I won't even click on it, but if I had it staring at me in the face, I'd be like, oh, okay. I'd see their names. I'd be like, hello, So I think put it somewhere where you can see it too. This is a great idea. And really, it kind of has to come up, you have to come up with your own plan that works well. Like any of us, I love Kathy's idea. I think that's great. I could share ideas, but the one that's going to work the best is the one that Teresa comes up with. So let's talk it out really quick. Um, because I feel like this is inspiring the rest of us too. So, what do you feel like would work for you? Like, would a power hour work for you, or would just like, I'm just gonna message 5 people a day, whether it's here and there in the carpool? You know what I mean? Like, or would having an accountability, this is something I've thought about, is like having an accountability partner where I'm like, we are getting on a call every day and just working our business for like an hour. And it's like, that's a non-negotiable. So, there's so many ways you can do it. What do you think would be more effective for you?
Well, now that it's summer and the chaos has began, or summer break, anyways,
Yeah.
I I feel like that the power hour might work. Like I could sit down like 7:30, 8:30 in the morning, have my coffee while the kids are doing their breakfast and their cartoons, and
Hmm.
then we can do activities after I'm done with that.
Hmm.
Uh, versus me trying to just fit it in because I might not fit it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I schedule a a working hour in the morning right after my husband leaves, I think that this is going to be okay. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to schedule a time 7:30 in the morning cuz I'm at home at Tuesday. I'm home Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's four days during the week that I can work my business and literally work my business, not just
Right.
scroll. This looks good. Let me post
Yeah.
this.
There's a lot of busy work that we all hide behind, you
Oh,
know?
God. And I just don't have time, Kelly. I don't have time
No,
for the
gotta get bang for your buck. Like if I'm gonna show up, it's gotta be like
intentional. It's
intentional and it's gotta be effective. And that
yeah,
is getting in the messenger.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
sure, like obviously you can do a poster in there, but like the posted stuff, that's the stuff you can do like when you're in the car waiting for a kid or whatever. Like that stuff
right.
I can do like
Blindfolded.
that stuff is like the stuff we do like after. But I do think what Kathy said is like really powerful that it's like you're messaging people for a solid hour. Like that could be a game changer for your business like it was for Kathy.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it. I'm
Doing it.
inspired too. And
Start small.
paper and pen. Let's go
Yes.
old school.
Yes.
Let's make it stare back at us.
Also, I have 2 people in my inbox right now just after posting that. Join Clio for free. What?
Girl, girl.
I know. Now comes the hard part. Like you actually have to have the conversations. Like, okay, what can I do for you today? I
Yeah.
got I love you guys. I'll see you next week, but I gotta go.
Okay, use voicemail. It's more
Oh,
powerful.
yep. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, that was fun to chat. Um, Brandy, Quinn, do either of you guys want to chat about? Actually, I need to go soon. I might just end right there because I have an appointment. I gotta go too. But I think that was really inspiring, things that we all need to focus on. And so I want to challenge you guys to like figure out where are you going in your Cleo Color journey? What goals do you have? And they need to be your own. Like, what do you want your business to look like for you? Where do you want to go with this? Where are you taking this? And then, what are your not daily non-negotiables or even weekly non-negotiables? Like you have to make it work for you and your schedule. But if you have those non-negotiables, then you're like, okay, well, I committed to doing this. I decided, even when the going gets hard, remember that quote? Even when things are hard, that I'm still going to show up for myself and my business. So thanks for joining us, you guys. And remember, next week we're going to be in Cabo. So take a week off, and then we'll We'll resume in June. Let's make an amazing May because there's so many awesome, like we have no excuses. Kleo Kolor is spoon feeding, like is putting it all on a platter for us. So yeah, let's do this thing. All right, bye.